So that is going to be dangerous as far as the bottom lane goes. We've got a lot of weapons down there. I definitely foresee some roams.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, thank you so much. Back to the casters.
Looks like Blabber kind of made the wrong read here. He was assuming that Inspired would have gone down towards his bot, crossed there to try to defend, and now it's a red buff on Inspired, and Blabber, he might just get chased down.
Yeah, Inspired is after him, and you do not beat Trundle in a duel like this. The Vault Breaker is interrupted, and this one's going to be donated over to Saints Aurora so that he gets a blue buff on top of it. Disaster in the early game for Blabber. Everything got disrupted so badly as Saint goes in between worlds. APA only level 5 here on the Taliyah, trying to get away, but the twofold Hex comes right on back, and Saint
hits level 6, immediately goes for it and kills off APA. And this is feeling suspiciously like the last game. Mid and jungle out to a roaring start here.
GG, no flash.
Hey, you're teleporting Thanatos down here. I guess you want the dragon. Fair enough. You can have it.
Yep, there's the... Hey, at least they're getting some leverage out of this Renekton. It's really, really good guess.
Thank you, Flowers.
He's just gonna nod.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think you got it figured out, as it looks like Thanatos has LYON figured out here. Tries to turn the burst back around onto Saint, but no. They brought Inspired and Saint together, although
a top laner that will play weak side tanks and with a smile on their face. Honestly, though, the glow from LYON as a team, here we go.
Hold on, though. APA and Blabber finally finding their chance to make a play, and the shutdown on Saint is exactly what the doctor ordered for Cloud9.
There's your Vi and Taliyah that you ordered in Champion Select. Vi ult used and Aurora killed. Perfect timing there for Cloud9. They get in, they've got the vision set up, they have the people in the place ahead of the objective, and they make it count.
How Dokla here. Shout out to the signs. The vlogs at Worlds were fire, I'm not gonna lie.
No, that was some of my favorite stuff from Worlds this past year. But now LYON still with a 1,500 gold lead, thinking about invading the enemy jungle. They've got Inspired with the bot lane duo. So much lockdown, so much pressure. Dokla is going to take out the tier 1 turret here in the top lane. That's one of the challenger players at the start of the year when all the pros were doing their race to the top of the ladder. Yozu and Cupid were a challenger duo who were constantly playing double mage bot. And now we'll see if Sven and Vulcan can survive the aggro from LYON here in the mid lane. APA rides in, and Sven gets the execute on Berserker. The
mage on bottom lane here is going to be shredding magic resistance as well. Sven goes for the pickup with the Bloodletter's Curse, which will be very effective for him and at some point. But this one, here's another look at the extra damage from Sven.
I mean, this is the thing. You can feel like you've dodged every skill shot the entire game, but all of a sudden the mages hit their spells and you just die. And this time Berserker ate the full Q. The stacks were up there. So even after the disengage, he had the golden clip.
Absolutely no idea. Thanatos is wrapping around, maybe looking to make a play here in mid. C9 still unaware of the Baron. It's down to 1/3 HP. Now they're moving over. Baron down to 4K. Tidal wave coming through. Inspired and Dokla both low. Thanatos makes his way into the pit. Blabber wants to try to steal it away. He flashes over the wall. But no, it's Dokla securing the Baron here for LYON. But Inspired is already down, and LYON's got to try to get everybody else out. Honestly, you lose your
emergency buttons, Flowers. You've been in those games. Everybody get in the pit now! And the smites are going off, and the Baron
in the R, though, so he couldn't actually land any of his own damage at the same time. So it was basically just a guess of when is Inspired going to press smite. Is he going to press it first or second? And unfortunately for Blabber, he gets a smite off, but Dokla's damage comes through and steals that away from what would have been the 80 remaining health.
So one of the consequences of that after the fact as well, C9
but
now...
not even having that Sterix means he is very squishy at this point of the game and is going to be difficult for him in these fights.
All right, C9 will take out the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. That will be their 3rd turret of the game.
It could be everything.
Well, the clock is having a little bit of a problem right now. I don't know if it's 50 seconds or if it's 10 seconds. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow flies out, and it connects onto Thanatos. But the defense from Cloud9 is already there. They're trying to hold the line long enough, but Thanatos has already died. C9 falling back as LYON find their pick, and Berserker hits his target dead on.
Yeah, the snipe from downtown and the assist to the pillar from Inspired to keep him there and make sure that it hits. Now, C9. 4v5. Can they pull it off? They're hoping for a steal. They're hoping to create some chaos here and get a soul out of it.
The only ultimates left up are Inspired Subjugate and Sven's Golden Eclipse. C9 They back away. They don't want anything else to do with this. It's a 4v5. They don't want to risk it.
I mean, this was just an incredibly risky.
Could not really be much closer. As we'll take another look at how Thanatos got caught here.
He got spotted walking in. He tried to like loop around, but he was still in vision, I'm pretty sure. I would want to see the vision from the very start.
Too.
Yeah, so that to me was a mistake from him. That's just a lazy recall. He wanted to base TP back. Heavily punished for that. Sven just trying to step forward and flex on him. Look at Dokla.
Yeah, Dokla coming around from the flank, but meanwhile the fight has already started. Blabber going in after Saint. The exhaust is there, but he goes between worlds and gets away for now. Blabber with a chase with the ball breaker, but he finds his mark. Thanatos trying to use the ultimate to get enough survivability here on the Renekton. Sven is also incredibly low. Everybody on LYON still with plenty of HP, but they've lost their mid laner. Blabber's still looking for an angle, but Blabber gets tagged by Berserker. The Vi is just dead, but a beautiful seismic shove, and Berserker's gone too. Thanatos to the front line as Dokla lands with Grim Deliverance and leads the charge after the C9 lines. Sven still firing back with the Radiant Volleys. He rebuttals, he gets the root onto Isles, but the Solar Snare just doesn't have the range to follow it up. And LYON back away, C9, both sides losing two.
I mean, these
The
fights
Bruisers
are
falling afterwards, and the crowd is loving it.
Live on both sides. Saint still far away, back by the chicken pit on the LYON jungle. As Thanatos walks a step forward, trying to return, going to grab him. Sven under pressure, Inspired going in after the enemy carry. Blabber tries to go after Saint, but he gets away between worlds. Thanatos has already killed Berserker though, and LYON are in some serious danger. Inspired's already dead. APA goes on a killing spree, but now he's going to flash away. Otherwise, Dokla might have taken him out. The determination bar is full. Saint still trying to find a little bit more damage as Dokla keeps fighting. He'll finally get knocked down, but he'll come back with full HP. He tries to get a little bit more drain tanking. Dokla's still very healthy. C9 might have got the extra kill, but their health bars are blinking red.
LYON tried to flank around and put extra pressure onto Sven and try and punish this flashless Mel. Even Inspired flashing in to go point blank on him, but they can't quite get him. Kiting from Sven, very nice. And Cloud9, they still have the Guardian Angel on Blabber, so they're going to start the Dragon up.
And one of the critical things is that Inspired is the one who died on the LYON side. There's no chance to contest here with a smite, and that is Hex Tech Soul for C9, 34 minutes into the game.
These
talked earlier about how it is so hard for the Renekton to find efficacy in these late games. Best effect you could have, killing Berserker at the very start. You saw the frustration on his face, and now C9 with their Hex Soul are starting to bear it.
Dokla is bot here. They're trying to force the TP out, and Sven completed his death cap, so he is super strong now with the soul and death cap.
Okay, here's the TP. Everybody from LYON is ready to challenge for this, but Blabber might just die. Beautiful enchanted crystal arrow on the C9 jungler as LYON nearly find the pick. Saint might just be able to knock him into the Guardian Angel at least. Blabber's gonna revive. Saint tries to get away. Sven's already down, and Saint will follow. LYON looks for more. They know that Blabber is low, but it's still a 4v4 on the Rift. Thanatos trying to escape. He's got the dominance for the extra health for now. C9 managed to clear their retreat.
All the ults are down except for Zehen, except for Dokla. He can have a big re-engage. They're wrapping back around. Vision is on Baron. There's a control ward in the back.
They're just going to start it because Sven is down. That's the biggest poke for C9 here, and they still have so much consistent DPS with Berserker.
Okay, Blabber's starting the red, trying to just secure that one real quick, but the Baron is slowly losing HP, down to about half right now. Remember that Thanatos does not have the dominance ready to go. Dokla's going to be the target here of APA with the threaded volley as the Grim Deliverance from Dokla lands in the middle of everybody, but where's the damage? Thanatos has already died on the other side of the fight, but now Dokla's out of the picture here too, and Inspired is about to drop. A little bit more from Blabber might get it done, but no, a double kill from Berserker with a focus fire. He's killing everybody. Arrow after arrow finds Cloud9, and Inspired will secure the last kill.
These fights being determined by the slimmest of margins. Both teams go after the enemy top laner there and barely being able to get the kill early. Trundle gets so big of a heal off of a dying champion, and that means Inspired's back to full health here after the scrap is theirs. After that scrap.
To me, so much of the fight, though, was decided before that. With the play from Saint over the wall, that second activation of that rock throw, that big rock with the actualizer and the death cap, does insane damage.
Hex Soul versus a 3,000 gold
up
lead.
at the front. He knows that Dokla is so strong and is trying to help him drain tank.
Okay, Cloud9 trying to back away a little bit now as Dokla goes straight in for APA. The Talia's under pressure, knocked up into the air, and Saint's already got the kill. Blabber's gonna die here second. The Guardian Angel will not protect him for long. Thanatos will die beside alongside him as Inspired continues locking up the Cloud9 jungler. Sven's on the run and barely staying alive. Rebuttal keeps him going for a little bit longer as Berserker has to resurrect into the Guardian Angel, but Dokla is not done. Grim Deliverance will deliver LYON to the nexus of Cloud9.
And it is Big Dokes who finds that pick. He goes on to APA with the dreaded return. His return to the LCS has been glorious, and LYON will march on the Nexus.
They're making their way straight through the enemy base. The Elder itself is not required. A 41-minute battle ends in victory for LYON, and they move